Alrighty guys, so today we're going to be going over all the new system changes coming to Blade & Soul. Ton of new stuff coming, just wanted to cover it, see what you guys think about it. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. So easily the biggest thing with this update is going to be the Hongmoon XP level reductions. What's going to happen is all the Hongmoon levels are going to get a huge reduction on the XP needed. Also the level cap for Hongmoon is going to be increased to 30 from 25. And so for a little example, right now to get to Hongmoon 15, I need 160 million Hongmoon XP. Takes a lot of time, definitely a long grind to get to Hongmoon 15. And with this new update on December 5th, I'm only going to need 17 million XP to get to Hongmoon 15. So as you can tell just from that alone, the XP reductions are ridiculously huge. So let's look at the graph and kind of compare all the numbers. So this is a graph that was used for all the other regions, Blade & Soul China, Korea, Japan, all the servers got this change. So how it's going to work is, right now, let's say you're Hongmoon 14 like myself, and you're 60 million Hongmoon SP into that Hongmoon level. Well, after the change, it's going to only be 17 Hongmoon XP to get to Hongmoon 15. So you're probably thinking, is that kind of like a waste of your Hongmoon XP? Well, it would be, but what they're going to be doing is actually transferring your Hongmoon levels. So let's say you're Hongmoon 14 right now. On December 5th, when the patch goes live, you'll be Hongmoon 18. Or if you're Hongmoon 12 right now, when the patch goes live, you'll be Hongmoon 16. So what they're doing is just transferring over the XP that you've already spent or what you would have spent on the old Hongmoon levels and just transferring over so it's fair. So if you spent like 200 million Hongmoon XP on a level and now only costs like 50 million XP, obviously that's a really big issue if they don't transfer that over. So it just makes it more fair for everyone. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of this change because I feel like Hongmoon XP levels have been so overdue and just so outdated. Like, it's just ridiculous that you sometimes need like over a year to get one Hongmoon level. Like, it just doesn't make sense, especially when it's so viable to how you customize your playstyle. If you want a defense, if you want to put stuff in offense, if you want to put stuff in threat to tank, like, it's important for your Hongmoon points. And it's just like it's just ridiculous how much the grind is. So I'm really happy at this point that they're changing this, especially when they're adding 5 more Hongmoon levels all the way to Hongmoon 30. It would be kind of ridiculous if they didn't do some type of cost reduction, especially for the lower tier Hongmoon levels, that they're going to be so easy to get to a decent Hongmoon level. And I'm just a really fan of that. It's very new player friendly now. Like, for example, it used to be 89 million Hongmoon XP to go from Hongmoon 12 to 13. Now it's only going to cost 8 million Hongmoon XP. That is a huge cost reduction. So very happy about this. It's going to make getting to like Hongmoon 15 very, very easy. And I feel like that will help out a lot of new players with gearing up. And just really overall everyone in general. Because everyone's going to be getting some type of Hongmoon level jump from, you know, if you're 19 right now, you go to 22 after the update. Going to be really awesome for everyone. I'm a big fan of this update. The next thing they're going to be adding is a dungeon challenge system. So basically what you'll do is make a group of party members and you'll join the dungeon challenge tab. It'll be separate from regular dungeons. And some of the highest tier dungeons like Shadowmoor, even the new one, Dreamsong Theater, will be in there. And basically when you complete with your party members, you'll get a ranking. And the higher ranking is just based on your group's performance. That's what they described it, so it's a little vague. I don't know. It could be on how fast you clear the dungeon. It could be on how many deaths there are. Could be on a bunch of how much damage you do to the boss. We don't really know the exact details, but you'll get a ranking, and then obviously the higher tier rankings, the better season rewards you get, and you also get little tokens that you just spend for some costumes and stuff like that. So it's just a new system. It's just like your ranking system, like Circle of Sundering or anything like that, or even Tower of Infinity, but it's going to be for PvE dungeons. But it'll be separate from regular F8, so you don't have to worry about people like saying, oh, we got to do a speed run for my dungeon challenge. Like, it's not going to be like that at all. So, new little system if you're into that. Next thing they're going to be adding is a new item called the Hongmoon Master Scrolls. This is a very interesting item because what it does whenever you use one, it grants 1 Hongmoon point. I'm very interested to know if there is a cap. I'm not really sure because if you could just like get a ton of these and just spam them and get like 100 Hongmoon points, it just sounds kind of ridiculous. So, I don't really think that's the case. There probably is some type of cap on how many you can use. But very interesting item. So, you know, you could get a couple. Right now, the ways you could get them, they're saying is from clan crafting. So that's pretty cool because honestly, clan crafting has been pretty irrelevant for such a long time. I like to see more really good items added to that, so we could get back into that. And then also they said from other events. Again, I don't really know what that is, kind of vague, but I'm assuming they're going to be available during regular events and I don't know, other events. It could mean the freaking Hongmoon store for all we know. Another change that is very, 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 very small, but now you can actually change the order of your characters on character select screen. So right now, if I want Jark to be right below Catmint, I can move him right now and put him below it. It's such a small change, such a small quality of life improvement, but it's been bugging me forever. I hate that I can't move where my characters are. Maybe I want freaking Jark above Catmint, I don't know, but it's just a nice little change. Really glad they're doing that finally. The next change is actually a really big one. I did a video on it around like a month and a half ago, but they're going to be adding 2 more gem slots to all the weapons. So we'll have 8 gem slots total. You know, more gems, you get higher AP, everything like that. I don't really know if I'm like a fan of it, honestly, but you know, it's not like a big issue. It's just going to be a little more of a grind to get the other tier gems that you need. Or maybe you've been preparing for this moment. Who knows? Kudos to you if you're prepared. I know a lot of people were stocking up on the legendary gem hammers just for this change. Nice thing that I do like is that legendary gem hammers for the 7th and 8th slot is not that much. You only need 22 legendary gem hammers for the 7th slot and only 22 for the 8th slot. So it doesn't increase or anything like that. So you only need 44 legendary gem hammers for the last 2 slots for your weapon. So honestly, that's not too bad. It's 5 gold for each slot, so 10 gold total. Not too bad at all, but you know, 8 gem slots, you're gonna get higher AP, you know, better stats, more gems, everything like that. Another big change they're doing for PvPers, notice I say big a lot because there's a lot of big changes, but this one is they're making everything more simple. So right now, let's say I want to upgrade my Galaxy Limb Blade. This is obviously a very low tier 6v6 weapon. If I jumped into 6v6, I get slapped across the head, but just an example, I need a smelting orb and then I need a Galaxy Fragment. Now, this is kind of a pain to get all these different items. So what they're going to be doing is making it into one item for all the PvP stuff. So it's going to be called Bloodstone. So you need 10 Bloodstone Fragments to make 1 Bloodstone. Every item is going to be changed. So this will cost a Bloodstone. This will cost a Bloodstone Fragment probably. Nothing's going to be separate. Even something like the Bravery Coins that you use to get your Hongmoon skills. These are going to be changed to Bloodstone. So they're going to be transferring stuff. So 1 Bravery Coin will equal 4 Bloodstone Fragments. Something like 1 Smelting Orb will equal 8 Bloodstone Fragments. So it just varies on what items you have. But everything will be changed to Bloodstones. Bloodstones and Bloodstones. That's all you get. And this is just a nice change because that's all you need. There's no separate items. Upgrade all your Dragonforge weapons with Bloodstones. Everything's just going to be with that item alone. So just make it more simple, easier to get, and just overall more streamlined. So soul badges are going to get new stages just like the Mystic badges. So right now you go all the way to Awaken Mystic Badge Stage 8. They cost 3 Sacred Vials per stage and also 3 Divine Greystones per stage. It'll be the same cost for your soul badges. You go all the way to Stage 8. Personally for me, I feel like these are just really expensive items for very low stats. So these you know, equipment upgrades are for like the highest tier whale. No one in their right mind is going to spend, you know, that many Sacred Vials and Divine Greystones. Also with this update, a lot of new weapons and weapon stages being introduced. So Grand Celestial all the way to Stage 9 will be available. Another thing will be new stages for Storm Dragon and Exiled. They'll be called Skyforge and Shadowforge. They'll be available all the way to Stage 6. So if you want to continue down, you know, the PvE side and not the raid side, you can keep going, you know, down that path. Also Dragonforge weapons. So these are going to be the PvP weapons if I can find them right here. They're going to be having new stages too. All the way, they're going to be called the Incinerator weapon. It's going to go all the way to Stage 9. So new PvP weapons if you want to, you know, get your 6v6 on and kill everyone. Or you can go, you know, Grand Celestial Stage 9 or just new Storm Dragon and Exile path. So a lot of new weapons to upgrade to. More grind coming. And prepare yourself for the grind, boys. We're also going to get some new accessories. So we're going to get 2 new necklaces and 2 new earrings. One's going to be a PvE earring or necklace, and the other one's going to be a PvP earring or necklace. And both of them, you know, for the earrings are going to be available from the new Theater 6-man dungeon, and then the necklaces are going to be available from the new solo content dungeon, which is very similar to something like Circle of Sundering. And so, basically for the PvE necklace and PvP necklace, they're going to be really high tier, non-elemental damage. Going to be kind of very similar to these, really high like attack power, critical damage. They also have set effects and everything like that. The new necklace will actually fit in with the new glove that we'll be getting sometime in 2019 with the hatchery dungeon. So if you want to plan ahead, you can get the PvE necklace from the solo dungeon. And then also the earring, you know, maybe if you want to do 6v6, so you get the PvP version. So there's a ton of different variation of items you can get, but they're all going to be non, you know, raid elemental damage items. It's really high base stats, critical damage, everything like that. Overall, though, that's the majority of the system changes. I'm actually still kind of surprised that we're getting the Hongmoon SP level reduction so early. I thought it'd take till like 2019, honestly, but I'm glad we're getting it now. I definitely think it's a great change. Probably personally my favorite out of all the system changes. Now, I know you're probably thinking, wait, Jark, you forgot about the system changes with the cost reductions to the weapons and accessories. Well, I didn't forget, but I'm going to do that in a separate video, so this video doesn't turn out to be like friggin' 30 minutes long. I don't think anyone wants to listen to me talk for that long. So that's going to be in a separate video. It's going to be within like a day or two from this video when it comes out, so I promise it won't be a long wait. But I want to really go into detail about the weapons and accessories reductions and changes, so I don't want to feel like rushed or try and get the video not to be too long. So we'll do a separate one for that, so be on the lookout for that very soon. Overall, though, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to throw a like on it. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that too. You just click the little icon in the bottom right corner of the video, should be there. I'm going to be doing a 2K sub giveaway, so definitely want to get on that subscription. Maybe you can win some NC coins. And then also join the Discord server. I'll leave a link to that in the description. A lot of great people in there. It's also the fastest and easiest way to reach me because I'm always on Discord. I'm not always on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one real soon. Thank you.